Today I'm going to make water kefir. I have the water kefir grains that I've just taken out of my refrigerator. So what I'm going to need is obviously the grains. I'm going to need some water. I'm going to need some dried fruit, molasses, baking soda, and sugar. This is just to do a ferment. I'm going to leave this on the counter for 2 days, 48 hours. So, and over that time it will ferment. So I'm going to start by adding my water kefir grains. All right, into my mason jar. Great. Okay, I'm going to add some molasses. There we go. For calcium, I'm going to add some baking soda. A half a teaspoon is good. There we go. Great. And now I'm going to add sugar. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is regular white caster sugar. Organic is better. However, I don't have organic sugar at the moment, so the white sugar will have to do. There. I'm going to add 2 organic apricots. This came from Costco. Sometimes I added a fig. As long as the fruit is not treated with sulfur, you can use any dried fruit. I would stick to larger fruit because I have tried smaller fruit, and the pieces of fruit, you know, the debris of it gets caught into the kefir grains, so I don't bother with it. I just use, you know, reasonably sized fruits and vegetables. I'm just going to, vegetables, not vegetables. Reasonably sized fruit. I'm going to take a chopstick and I'm going to stir it. So we're going to take the can funnel off, give it a vigorous stir. There, let's add more water. So I do use city water, but this has been sitting on my counter since Friday night. It's now Sunday, so I'm sure all the fluoride has evaporated off of it. There. I'm going to leave this on the counter for 48 hours, and then I'm going to put it into small mason jars. This time around I'm just going to try regular rings and lids. This type of cap doesn't really stop the spillage in the fridge. You know, anytime I open my door, or, you know, it falls over, it leaks, you know what, I'm just going to use the regular mason jar lids and rings. So a lot of people do a second ferment. I don't do a second ferment. Sometimes I will get hibiscus, dried hibiscus flowers or dried sorrel flowers, put it in the bottom of the jar and pour it in after I've strained the grains out, and then it turns red. Or, you know, any type of juice you could use, maybe just a little bit of juice to give it a different flavor. But again, I don't second ferment. I don't second ferment my kombucha either. I don't want to experience exploding bottles on my counter and have that mess to contend with. So this works for me. I'm just going to go get a cap and cap that off. There we go. So this is going to stay on the counter for 48 hours, and then it's going to go in here. Anyway, give water kefir a try because it has a lot of beneficial bacteria and yeast, not so much as milk kefir, which is what I'm going to strain right now, but it does have a lot. So give it a try. It's really healthy.